not sleeping with you again. What's up with me? You can't keep still, and you kept swanging the bed.
Yeah, well, you've got bad habits and all.
What?
You two shut it! I'm trying to get some sounds here.
Oh, good morning, Eric. Do you like how we've got it?
I said you could stay overnight, not the duration.
You're worse than Tate. We are homeless, pal. And I'm not seeing my family without a roof over their heads.
But the parish council won't allow you to stay here.
Why, no, we're not doing any harm. I'm making it look nice.
And another thing, this is my furniture, my stock. This is my livelihood.
Oh, that's right. I was eating and sleeping off the floor then like pigs.
All right. All right, if you have to use my things, just please be more careful.
Hey, we've forgotten him.
Who?
The pigs.
We've forgotten pigs, Nelly.
Never mind the blessed pigs.
One of them pigs is worth a vanload of this tat. They're a living, breathing souls.
What are we gonna do, Dad?
I'll have to think. Do us a brew and a bacon butty fresh with Nelly.
Biff, can you give us unsalting concentrates for Tubbs?
Yeah, sure. Dave, can I have a word, please?
I'm busy.
Look, I just want to say I'm sorry about cancelling the shoot.
Yeah, well, it's a bit flaming late for that, isn't it? Because I'm getting all stick for this.
What should I do now?
Just keep out of my road. Come on.
If you'd have left well alone, that scum wouldn't be camped out on our doorstep.
Well, it's only temporary for the night. They have to go somewhere.
It's the Tates' fault, with their high-handed ways. I mean, don't blame us.
Well, that's all very well, but the Tates are nicely tucked up in their mansion, thank you very much. It's us who are landed with them.
Well, I think it's a good thing to have a social problem right under our nose. At least that way we can't ignore it.
No, we can't. It's like a bad smell.
The sooner we're in there, the better. I want to get started up there.
Well, what's the hold-up?
Well, they're into it now, really, now the Dingles have moved out of next door. I won't believe it's ours, though, until we're in there with the front door bolted.
It's quiet now those cubs have gone. I quite miss them.
I'm glad someone does.
Well, didn't you think it was great, seeing them running about, enjoying themselves? It was like a whole new world to them.
If they want a day out, they can go to the Heritage Farm.
Oh, no, that's no more than a museum. It's places like this that produce their food. They should see it, learn about it.
You're talking about taking up teaching, Sarah?
I don't think there's anything wrong in sharing this with people, especially young people.
Well, there's one good reason. It's not a holiday camp. It's a working farm.
Well, you'd better get on with some then, hadn't you?
They've always been trouble. I've done the village a service getting shot at them.
I know, my mum and dad think so. They didn't fancy having them as neighbours.
Of course they wouldn't. Neither would anyone else from Rinto Mob, if they were honest. It was pure jealousy, most of it. Frank Tate's done well for himself, so let's have a go at him. Well, they chose the wrong one.
Oh, I'm popping into town, Frank.
I was just telling Dave, they've made a big mistake taking us on over the eviction.
They certainly did. We've not finished yet.
Do you like my china, Mr. Pollard?
My china, Nelly.
I know. And don't you think I'm not grateful?
I like us own chattels. Proper cups.
Well, go up to the house and get 'em then.
Oh, we're not stopping here, are we?
Of course you aren't.
We are till something better turns up.
Brilliant.
Well, go on.
Going.
And do something about the livestock.
I said I'm going. Come on, Dad. Hold your water. Just don't think you can take advantage of a bloke because he's on his uppers.
Oh, Eric fought alongside us at the barricades. Do you think he'd let you down now?
Maybe not. Let's get gone.
It paid for half of this.
Hey?
The Arcala insisted on giving us something for the inconvenience.
Well, it was them that was inconvenienced, and the Dingles pinched their tent.
Well, they got it back, didn't they?
Good.
You still said it was cheaper staying here than on an official site.
Maybe you should have asked them for more money then.
Jack.
All right.
What?
The way you said Jack.
It's your name, isn't it?
Go on, let's have it.
How about us taking campers in on a proper basis?
What's the point in inviting all that aggravation? More responsibilities. What with Ned cutting down his hours, I'm going to be up to my neck.
You just don't like the idea of someone encroaching on your land.
Maybe I don't.
Well, there's me as well. It's something I could get really involved in.
What, you fancy it?
This place is just perfect. It's what I was saying before. I think it's great seeing young people appreciate the countryside. We could do up the old barn, put bunk beds in, showers perhaps. I'm sure we get business right through the year. It's worth considering though, isn't it? As a business venture, run properly, generating income.
Needs thinking about.
Of course. It'd be great though, wouldn't it?
Thanks, Jake.
I really don't like coming to see you without Frank knowing.
You're my client too. Of course, it depends what you've come here to discuss.
Well, it's mine and Frank's interests I'm talking about. If he didn't constantly deny the fact he has health problems, things would be a lot easier.
Frank's never going to be a willing invalid.
No, I know. And I wouldn't want that. It's just I feel all the responsibility for the planning for our future falls on me.
I'll help so far as I can.
I appreciate that, David. Particularly after his latest fallout with Christopher. I don't want to take sides.
Of course not.
But you know how vindictive and callous Chris can be. If anything should happen to Frank, God forbid.
The will does provide for yourself and any children surviving Frank.
Chris and Zoe.
A third each. And as you know, he's placed a substantial amount in a trust fund for his grandson.
I'm the one who takes the responsibility for running the business when Frank's ill or if he's off dabbling in one of his sidelines.
I know.
I won't have a controlling share if the unthinkable happens.
It's not unreasonable that he wants to look after his children's future.
The situation would be different if I were to have a child.
Yes.
I'm not that mercenary, David.
I'm not suggesting it for a minute. It's simply my job to ensure you're aware of the legal position.
This is not about feathering my own nest. I simply want to secure the future of the company.
Then why not discuss it with Frank, like you have with me?
What's all that about? For me to give you a hand? Is that it? You're getting paranoid, you are. I'm gonna have to tell him it was me. I should never have cancelled that shoot, Biff.
Look, it'll blow over. Just forget about it.
He's bound to know it was me.
Yeah, well, me and Dave aren't going to say all right?
I feel that guilty. They'll know it was me.
Look, I'd keep my trap shut if I were you. You work for them, so they think they own you. Now, if they find out it's you, they'll have you, no messing.
No, it's best just to be honest with him. Admit I was stupid. That's worth getting a shouting off Frank just to get it over with.
They'll have you.
By heck. You lot have made yourself at home all right.
Well, come on, you do the same, Betty. I say, pour Mrs. Eggleton a cup of tea. You're always welcome here, Betty, after the help you gave us. Do you take sugar?
Oh, no, I've got my doobries.
Will you get off your behind, Tina? We've got company.
So, where are you thinking of moving?
What exactly do you mean, Betty, love?
Well, you can't stay here.
We like it here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a proper home, not permanent.
It's my showroom.
He's a right fuss pot, him, isn't he? Come on, Betty, take the notice. I'll show you round. You see this part here? Yeah. This is the boys' sleeping quarters. Hey, that's that back. Oh, God.
Hey, what on earth do you think you're doing?
Don't worry, Betty, it's all in hand. Right, lad. Give 'em air.
You can't keep them here.
They won't mind. They like it. Look.
You see, with this programme, we can track every animal, from birth weight right through to selling. Every variable is recorded.
Could I have a word, please, Mr. Tate?
Not now, Nick.
This is important.
I'll catch up with you later, Nick.
It's Mr. Tate I want to speak to, Dave.
Nick, we're busy.
It was me. I took the list of the clients for the shoot.
Did I hear you right?
I'm very sorry.
And you contacted our clients?
Look, I know it was wrong, and that's why I've come to apologise now. I thought if you've lost any business, then you could deduct it from your wages.
Oh, you thought that, did you?
I'm really sorry, Kim.
You will be. You're dismissed. As from now. And don't expect any wages in hand. You're lucky we didn't involve the police. Now get out of here.
Told you.
I thought I was doing the right thing, Biff.
You know, I think you live with the pixies sometimes. You know what they're like, especially Kim. I bet she didn't half enjoy giving you the bullet.
What did you tell him for?
Yeah, well, you're supposed to be the estate manager, aren't you going to help him sort it out? Of course, we all know whose side you're on, don't we?
Oh, shut up. It's classed as theft, grounds for immediate dismissal. If he went to a tribunal, you won't have a leg to stand
You don't
on.
want the law throwing at him. It's not as though he took it for personal gain.
Look, I wasn't thinking right. I just did it.
No, I'll see if I can have a word with Frank.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, don't get your hopes up.
Look, what should I do now?
Better get yourself off home.
I'll see you later.
I never liked that Betty Eccleton, you know, all that stuff at the eviction. She's only trying to get into my good books, buying me friendship.
Can't you keep a low profile? This is a public amenity. Not a flaming Noah's Ark.
We didn't ask to be chucked out, you know.
I'm sure.
Do you think we like living like this? It's humiliating.
Is it?
Can't even have a proper wash here.
It must be very difficult, I know.
She's very clean, our Teeny, you know.
I'm sure.
Very important to a woman, this.
Yes, of course it is.
So you won't mind me popping over the road then and using your bathroom?
Oh, it's the least I can do.
Give us your key then.
Tell you what, I'll go across with you. Show you where everything is. Make sure you've got everything you need.
You mucky devil.
I'll just nip and get me carbolic and me dressing gown.
You as well?
Yes. You can scrub me back. Don't worry, I won't tell Zach.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late.
It's hardly worth you taking your coat off.
Oh, no, now I'm here, I'll do my bit.
So what kept you?
Oh, don't ask.
Fair enough.
We've been invaded.
What, aliens finally arrived, have they?
No, worse. The Dingles, complete with a herd of swine. They've only occupied the village all.
Oh, that.
Yeah, and it's all the fault of your ex-in-laws.
That doesn't surprise me.
They try to run people's lives like these feudal landlords, and us ordinary folk have to live with consequences.
Tell me what the Tates are like.
Oh, hello, lad. What's up? You look as though you've lost a bob and found a tanner.
Can I have a word, please, Kathy?
Yeah, of course you can. Sit down. Betty, can you make us a cuppa?
Yeah.
What is it?
I've been sacked.
What?
Kim sacked me.
What did I tell you? Just like robber barons riding roughshod.
Betty, can you leave us to it? Stack of washing up to do.
Hey, why have they sacked him?
Betty, kitchen now.
I know he was out of line, Frank. But you know what he's like?
I do now. He betrayed me, Dave, after all the years that he's worked here.
He was a decent lad.
People who betray trust aren't decent. He didn't even have the guts to come and speak up for the Dingles. He had to pull that sneaky trick.
Yeah, well, he's not going to do anything like that again, is he?
No, because he's not going to get the chance.
It's not that he was just threatening our profits. It's jobs. Your job, Seth's job, all the others that are on the line. Now, we're a team here. And if that's to work, then we've got to be able to trust one another. Haven't we?
I respect you for speaking up for him, as a friend. But you're also his manager, and your ultimate responsibility is to us.
I know.
Loyalty is an old-fashioned word, Dave, but I like to think that it counts for something.
You must see, David, that we're not some vast, impersonal multinational. We're a family business, which relies totally on mutual trust and commitment.
Why on earth did you do it?
I don't know. Look, I've admitted I was in the wrong cafe. I've apologised. I don't know what else I can do.
Well, it's not all down to what you did. Never mind. So, what are you going to do now?
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's not just the job, it's the flat as well.
It's tired accommodation.
And I've got 7 days to get out.
They can't do that.
They can. It's in my contract.
She's behind this.
It was Frank that signed the letter.
No, she's getting at me.
Why would she want to go and do that? It's me that's acting like the idiot.
She's taking it out on you. Because I've got what she wants.
What are you talking about?
Dave, they had an affair.
Kim and Dave. When?
Doesn't matter. Recently.
How could he do that to you?
Is there anything I can do for you?
I doubt it.
So what's the situation between you and Terry now?
Why?
Well, you know I have your family's welfare at heart.
If you must know, I blew him out. It were a right turn off seeing him standing there in naught but a pair of knee bandages. He must be almost as old as you are.
Hiya.
Nick's just left.
Yeah. Just tried to get them to change their minds. No way. Frank's out to show 'em who's boss.
Well, we all know who's out to prove things. Kim. She's getting back at you and me in particular.
Yeah, well, there's no need to take it out on Nick, though, is there?
You know better than me.
Hey, come on.
I'm sorry. He was in a real state. I felt I had to tell him what's been going on between you and Kim.
What'd you go and do that for? I mean, it's over.
Obviously not in her mind. He was blaming himself. I thought he was owed an explanation.
Well, he's not exactly innocent, is he?
Neither are you.
I say, I'm really very disappointed in Frank.
Is that the worst you can find to say about him? He has put 2 families out on street.
Yes, but well, he does have his business to run, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, no matter who gets hurt along the way.
No use getting aerated about it.
So what are we supposed to do, Seth? Doff us caps and say 3 bags full, Mr. Tay?
All you can do is give yourself a bit of elbow room. Let them think they're in charge.
Aye, you try telling that to Nick and little Alice. It's not just a question of skiving off for a pint, like you know. It's their lives the dates are ruining.
So, how's the peasants' revolt?
They're revolting peasants, more like. I thought it was supposed to be a social visit.
Might be.
No, I'll just have to see if we can get your juicy tidbit then.
Well, I can always go to the malt shovel.
Oh, don't go rushing off.
Hadn't you better attend to your customers?
I'm doing.
I'm just waiting for one of their pigs to get run over so I can fill up the freezer.
It's past a joke. All my stock is at their mercy. They've even taken to using my house for their ablutions.
Didn't think they bothered with that.
I'll do, Mr. Pollard.
Evening, Sam.
Could you do us a favour?
No.
Could our butcher go over to your house for a bath?
Definitely not.
What? You saying I need a wash? Yeah, you stink. You stink like the pigs, only worse.
Dick, you behave yourself, you... What have I told you about human dignity?
You don't have to sleep in the same bed as him.
And mine boggles.
Come on, mate, let's get you a pint or 3. Tell you, I could do with it.
They're not reconsidered then.
I think you've been very shoddily treated, Nick. I shall tell Frank so when I see him.
It's my own fault, Alan.
Now, don't start thinking like that, man. That's what they want, the myopes. It's called blaming the victim. Fair enough, you might have no job, no home.
Oh, aye, that's right. Cheer him up.
But you've still got your self-respect.
No, Seth. I've messed everything up, haven't I?
You're very quiet.
Do you think it's been worth it? All the hassle over the past few weeks?
Well, don't you?
All we've done is try to protect what is ours. We followed the right procedures, done everything by the book, and yet it's us who's in the wrong. It's so depressing.
Do you know what I think? I believe we've done exactly the right thing. I don't think we could have acted in any other way. And I'm sure in the long term it'll be good for the business. But more important than that, it'll be good for us. You and me. We've been drifting, Frank.
Apart?
No. I just think it's got too easy. I dare say we've got bored. Not of each other, but that's why you've been dabbling down at the scrapyard.
And you?
And I've been spending too much time shopping and having expensive lunches out. You and I are best. The best. When we're going for something together. It's what all this represents. It counts. And it doesn't matter what those small-minded busybodies say. Inside, they know this counts. That's why they envy us.
We are the best. Aren't we?
Look, Dave will have had a real go at him. Yeah, I bet he did. He said he was gonna, so he will. He's straight, is Dave. Is he? Come on, Nick, it wasn't him that split on you, was it? He's just in a funny position being management and a mate, that's all. Oh, come on. Dave knows which side his bread's buttered, all right? So why are you taking it out on him? Biff, just don't go making out his good old honest Dave. What's up with you? Glover's no mate of mine.
It's a real turn on, you know.
What is?
Seeing you taking people on, standing up for what you believe in.
It's you and me, Kim. Chris knows that. That's why he's trying to cut me out with little Joseph. That and Rachel's infantile politics.
Yeah, well, you don't need it, Frank. You don't need them.
I've got high hopes for little Joseph, though. He's the future.
We've got our own future. I nearly let this slip away from me once. And I know what we have, and I don't want to lose it.
There's no danger.
Not for you. Sometimes I feel so insecure. Maybe it's because I started with nothing, and well, I'm still nothing without you, Frank.
I'm here. And as long as I've got you, I'm happy.
And there's nothing else you could want?
No.
Children?
You've always made it plain in the past that you didn't.
Well, that's how I felt then. Insecure again, I suppose. But now, after everything we've been through, we're much closer. I really love you. And I want to have children. More than anything else in the world, I want to have your baby.